Okay guys, welcome back. We have a brand new driver in our hands.
Yes.
It's Embargo Day, we love Embargo Day.
I love a new product day.
And I think the name, we squinted a little bit at the name and went RAD and just kind of, Cobra I think are one of those companies that have always appealed to a slightly younger audience through the Ricky connection, all that sort of stuff. So we wondered where the name, obviously where that was tied to. Was it a kind of West Coast thing? And
yeah, that's kind of what I thought initially too.
nothing like that at all. Radial weighting, extreme radial weighting is really what we're dealing with here, guys. We've seen two previous editions of the Cobra driver that were very good. I think we enjoyed Speed Zone. It done well in our bracket. We tested it. It tested very, very well. And you had some great numbers at the PGA show with it when we were with Jose and those guys.
Yes, we did. Yep.
I think as the season progressed and we fit it against other clubs, I maybe lost a little bit of my kind of enthusiasm for it being one of the top drivers out there. I think it was a good driver, but maybe it was just sitting a touch off the pace.
I think that's fair. It seems like since F9 they've kept up middle face and close to middle face ball speeds. It's been one of the best. I think it has kind of fallen a little bit behind in forgiveness, if that's fair to say. Maybe low and high in the head weren't the finest performance from it. And it would appear that the weighting system in this is probably addressing it, because this looks a lot like a Speed Zone when you look at the driver, especially from address position.
So they've managed to find ways, like every manufacturer's trying to do, of wrestling more discretionary weight to play with. They've placed a significant portion at the front and an even more significant portion at the back. So the rest of the driver is a very similar story actually from Speed Zone. Sort of 360 infinity face on the front, that expanded infinity face from the initial faceplate from F9.
Okay.
Right, so we've still got that. We've still got the T-bar chassis, which allows more carbon on top. It's actually slightly more carbon now, which is a weight saving for the driver, so they can place the weight where they need it. So really, modifications and this new sort of fixed weighting system, which is the biggest difference.
I think they have improved the address look just subtly.
I think they have as well.
Yeah, Speed Zone, you can tell me if you agree with this. I think Speed Zone either sat a little tiny bit closed to my eye, or you crank it and it looked way open. This one, to me, when you set it down, it just sits a lot more square to begin with. Very
kind. Cobra have sent you a Ventus Black 6X.
Yes.
So something that they've obviously been paying attention to, what you've been enjoying, Matty Boy, and that makes the world of difference, like we've said with the iron sets that we've had in recently.
Agree.
When companies send things to your spec, it's going to enhance the testing process.
It does. It's nice to have this shaft with a Cobra sleeve. We can use their system as a customer would be using it, and just kind of do it more justice. I think that's what we felt with the iron sets that were built with the shaft, just doing the club more justice this way.
Really did. Okay, let's get a few swings. Let's kind of see how it performs, and if we need to make a couple little tinkers just to see what it's got under the hood, we can also do that.
A low strike to start, but it's good. Am I correct in saying that one of the things we weren't super excited about in previous Cobra drivers was low on the face and high on the face ball speed performance? They were okay, but not the best?
Especially high.
High was a bit on the weak side.
Low was manageable, high was tough.
Got some pop. It's low spin.
Yeah, it's sort of, oh geez. I did not expect to see...
no, ball speed's up. It's fast.
To see that speed out the gates. That one's on a vacation.
Jeez Louise. Freak balls. It's actually not as low spin as I thought. Just
It's actually sitting nicely in the spin window.
I think that was better.
That's a great flight.
A little loopy, but...
Soften the flight a little bit. Probably carried a touch more spin.
Yeah, that's better. Just try to get less curve on a couple here.
shaking my head at that one, to be honest. It's really, really, really good. Really good. One of the best I've seen you hit in a long, long time. 314 carry, just shy of 14 launch 2200 at 174 is really, really good.
True, in terms of having everything together.
Yeah. I'd like to have a little bit of fun with this now.
Sure.
And try and kind of do a little bit of representation of different players who might be looking at this driver. I think there's a player out there who's just a kind of a high ball hitter, high speed, high ball hitter who this driver could be unbelievable. So I'm actually going to change your tee height.
Sure. Go up higher.
Yeah, and I'm going to change the driver and weight forward, loft down a little bit. This is for the excessive high ball speed, high launch. Probably the person who fights being in the mid spin range when really they would want to spin it low.
Yeah.
Take advantage of they probably hit up on it a little bit with good strike conditions and things like that, high speed.
Yeah.
And just they're the people who max out their driver. So I think this could be a really, really long driver. I'm actually going to stretch this range back a little bit.
See how far we can hit it.
I think we're going to see some bombs with it.
It's a good point because Sim and Maverick Sub-Zero were kind of go-tos for you to drop spin with a good driver. It would be nice to have another one in that category, wouldn't it?
Whatever, yep. See, that's got some low spin.
Decent start.
To it.
Oh, you moved the green, that's why. Okay, good. At first I thought that didn't go any further. Oh!
You have a tap in from 350.
Okay, we're done.
How's about it?
Let's move on.
Well, that was a perfect example because the launch was 14 high for your standards, 1600 in the spin, and 175 in the speed, which is brilliant. 323 in the carry.
Not that one because it's too necky. It's going to be a hell of a good shot for a necky one, though.
Really good for a necky one.
I got the speed up, I just really clunked it. It's exactly what you said, though. Launch, and the spin isn't, how is it doing that? The spin isn't kicking up that fast.
That's what you see from a really, really stable driver, Matty.
Come on. Ah, close.
7-8?
7-7.
7-7.
Okay. Maybe.
It's hard, Matty boy.
Go.
Okay, so probably pushing the limits today at like 178. Hair low in the head. Tiny bit.
That's pretty much it.
It's got to be the best one.
Has to be. Can't swing any harder than that. Hurt myself.
180.
Look at that thing. Admire that thing.
I know. Take a gander at this
180, 12, 1800. Great delivery. Phenomenal delivery. So that's the bomber, right? That's the kind of long drive conditions.
It's the Bryson flights, right? He wants to launch at 12 to 13.
That's it.
I love to see that it has the capability in there. I have to say there's no doubt they have improved the stability of this. There's no doubt.
Always want to try and manage expectations, praise, all these sorts of things. But the regulars on the channel will basically see that it's been a while since you've been at that speed.
Definitely.
Been a good while. We've had some fun with Autoflex at 46.5 inches. This is a 45-inch golf club.
That is a very good point. The last time the 180 occurred was with Autoflex at 46.5.
This is the speed of F9 with sort of, I would say, even performance characteristics from a forgiveness perspective of Speed Zone Extreme. We really like Speed Zone Extreme.
I think that's very fair. Speed Zone Extreme was super stable. I think the size of the head was a bit off-putting for some people.
Yeah.
It was a little on the upright side. Yeah. This is probably at least as stable as that, maybe more, who knows? But it's in a better shape, and I think it manages the launch conditions better as well.
Completely agree.
It's a great driver. I'm very impressed with it. This is legitimately day one. Never hit it. We left it there so that I don't know, like the novelty wouldn't wear off. I never hit it, so we left it in the weeks that we've had it. Cobra was good enough to send us one of very few lefties, but we saved it for today just because I like to give just the day of first time impression.
It's very, very good.
Yeah.
You know, taking a screenshot, a little snapshot of that, with all the drivers that we test coming into the 2021 season, if we get better numbers than that, I will be shocked. Moving the weight into the extreme perimeter of the head, front, you know, and sort of back, has been a huge addition for this driver.
It's night and day. If I could point to one thing, the ball speed's great. I think the driver's always been quite fast. Yeah. But the stability, the way it feels, and to be honest, even subtly the way it looks at address are so much better that does a Speed Zone owner need to run out and grab this? Maybe not, because Speed Zone still was good. But if Speed Zone was close but not quite for you, then this is definitely in the conversation.
Well, stay tuned for that one, because we are literally going to walk out of this fit into the Speed Zone versus the RAD driver video. We're going to take the exact shaft and put it from one to the other. We will literally be isolating the head characteristics, performance, and seeing at the same speed, what does it have from an output perspective?
Can't wait for that. That's going to be great.
Okay, guys, we are impressed. We're beyond impressed. I'm really pleased Cobra is back in the contention, in the conversation when it comes to the leaders in performance in the driver market. I felt they dropped out of that last year, I have to say that. I felt like it was very much a 4-horse race last year. Titleist, TaylorMade, Ping, Callaway. I thought they led the way. I love that there's another one in the conversation.
Fantastic. And especially, to be honest, at a more competitive price point, I like that for people. They can save a bit of money. So
definitely. Okay, stay tuned for more comparisons as we try it against other drivers. We will no doubt be talking a lot more about this. You guys will be requesting certain videos, so we'll be doing a lot more of those as well. So stay tuned. We'll be back again soon.